Good afternoon, Antrim County. This is Veterans Voice Podcast with your hosts, Matt, Brandon, and Carrie. What's going on, guys?
Another day.
Oh, yeah.
Friday, it's sunny out.
Man, what a day out there, though.
Beautiful out.
Compared to what we've been dealing with for the last, month or so.
Yeah. I was like, look at the clouds, guys. I'm like, I sound kind of like a dork when we were driving. Yeah, it was really, really pretty out today.
Yeah, I'm not used to all the sun, and I'm loving it.
It energizes you, too. Really, it's the truth, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Man, if it wasn't for this tiredness from this damn flu or whatnot, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucked. That sucked.
What the world?
Yeah, if you guys don't know, me and Brandon got sick. It was our turn, and we've been out for pretty much, that whole weekend, last weekend, and into the week a little bit, but we're here. We made it.
Yeah. It was influenza type A, right, Brandon, for you?
Yeah.
And who knows what I had a couple weeks back. Maybe it was the same thing, maybe not.
Thinking you had that, yeah.
You give it to us.
Yeah.
That's the end of it.
But it was, maybe I did.
We're blaming you.
Yeah, I licked the doorknobs on the office, and no, I don't know, but it was really exhausting.
I thought my door felt sticky the other day, but I kind of, didn't think much of it.
Yeah, the flu stuff though, it's going around, making everybody feel pretty low energy.
And everybody's got the same story. It's like it starts off like can't control your temperature, you're hot, you're cold, then it starts moving kind of a little bit more up into your nose and
I thought I had a sinus
all the
infection.
chest. Ugh.
Then I thought I had menopause with all the
Yeah,
not there yet.
The second day, the third day, man, like a text before, I was coughing so damn bad that I was really concerned I was going to get myself like a hernia or some shit. My upper abs were just fucking sore. My God. Just getting out of bed or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The sweating was
PT.
the worst.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did the whole throw a towel down on the pillow and wake up every, couple hours and change the towel out. And it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
I couldn't wait for that first
terrible.
shower. I was like, yes, I'm starting to feel better. Get that nice hot shower in. I feel like I'm normal again.
And it's weird how it hit us all on Fridays.
Right.
No shit, yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
I was like starting to go downhill that one day. And you're like, you look terrible. I did though.
Yep.
I was just like, wow.
I'm telling you, it's like
It hits fast.
It's like it knows that, you got a weekend. And we're going to take
We're
your
gonna
days off.
Fuck that up for you,
Yep. You're done.
dude.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, so mind the coughing, sorry.
So hope everybody's doing okay out there.
The more I talk, the more it does make me want to cough.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to not complaining by any means, but you get on the phone and trying not to be rude and cough and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the longer I'm on the phone, it's just constantly trying to trigger me to that tickle,
Yep.
I hate that.
I feel bad. I do.
Yeah.
What can you do?
You'll be okay. We were just glad we didn't have a bunch of people coming in for that time
Oh,
frame
man,
as much.
Yeah.
And we tried to schedule out a little bit past to make sure it's not contagious.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you guys for that, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we didn't want anyone. And we'd tell everybody when they come to the door, look, just so you know, there's stuff
Enter at
here.
own risk at this point.
Absolutely.
Right? Should put a sign above the door.
Oh, yeah.
No lifeguard on duty or something.
Yeah. Enter at your own risk.
That's too funny.
Yeah. So what are we going to talk about,
Well.
Matt?
Yeah, you got the agenda
Put you on
today,
the
big
spot.
dog.
I got it, huh? Well, definitely we already started. We talked about this before we started the podcast, but we need to put the word out again that everybody's worried about Doge and everybody's worried about what's going on with the federal government, and we've been getting a lot of phone calls. I know Brandon got one today. I've gotten one today at least. I think you have too. But
Several
every
daily.
day, it's like, are you at risk of your job? Well, no, we're municipal workers. We're not federal workers, so no, we're not at risk. Thankfully, we got a good county workforce. So, Doug Collins has put out a second video. He's our VA secretary, and he's already put out that, hey, listen, nobody's coming for your benefits. So, everybody's got a political side to everything nowadays. one thing we don't do is take sides. So we're going to take his word for it and hope that he's going to do a good job for the VA. And, moving forward, nothing's going to happen. But don't believe everything the mainstream media is telling you, because all the crap that you're seeing on CNN and ABC and MSNBC and all that, it's all crap.
Wherever it's from.
Absolute crap. Get on podcasts. Go on YouTube. Look at, people. There's a bunch of people out there, CivDiv. There's a bunch of people that give you clickbait. But research yourself. Don't go on the TV and think, everything that's the TV's telling me is the truth, just as much as anything else.
Even some of the podcasts can be a little misleading too. But whitehouse.gov has all this, there's a lot of stuff on there. But there is one where it says, and I think it's from January, that veterans benefits, Social Security, and Medicare will not be negatively impacted and benefits won't be taken. So that's helpful. We shared that once on our Facebook page, so you might find it on there easier.
But trust me, guys, we get it. We got a lot of vets that are getting, on compensation, and they count on that as part of their month-to-month income.
Absolutely.
And it would, absolutely impact their lives if it went away or something was affected or, whatnot. And, there's a lot of people, like you said, Matt, out there, kind of just feeding off of that concern, that worry, that fear,
Right.
So just make sure whenever you are hearing this, whether it's from a battle buddy or, a news source, hearsay or whatnot, like Matt said, look it up, and don't hesitate to give us a call if you have a question, please.
Yeah.
We want to put this to rest before it starts really impacting veterans, or you get that built up inside your mind, and you start worrying and become worried even more,
right.
Amping yourself up, or other people adding to it, the news adding to it. And next thing you know, you find yourself in a hole, and all you can do is, be so concerned over your future with this and stuff. And we don't want a negative impact on this,
Yeah.
We really don't want to. So we want to put that out there. So if there is any questions, don't hesitate.
Yeah.
There's
definitely.
enough. There's
We can
enough
send
misinformation out there. It's ridiculous.
We can send
Yeah.
the information, from the trusted source and stuff like that. And we try to stay on top of it and put it on our social media platforms. And, one place we haven't done it, and we probably should do it, is put it on our actual county website.
Yeah.
And that's something we can get on top of and do.
Yep.
But more platforms we can get that accurate information out there, I think the better off things will be.
Right.
Yeah.
Again, just know and trust the source that you're looking at.
Agreed. Yeah.
Know where it's coming from. Another big thing is, and as far as the impact on federal workers and stuff like that, my thoughts and our thoughts and prayers are out there with them. A lot of people have been impacted by this.
Yep.
And so far we haven't necessarily seen a slump in claim development or anything like that. In fact, we've actually seen a higher rise of
fast
claims getting done at this point. Now, that's with a small sample size, so please take that into account and stuff like that. But, it is kind of mind-blowing that many employees are having to deal with it. But when you get to a certain size of, within an organization, I mean, what were they doing?
Right.
And Doug, the secretary, said that they ain't touching VA healthcare.
Right.
And the workers and stuff like that. So,
and and a lot of it too is the people that are being let go are in admin positions. It's not like the working type. The phlebotomist, the X-ray techs, the nurses. It's not them. It's the people sitting in admin offices or in these hybrid places where prime example. I have a chief that his buddy, same thing. you know, he'd been working hybrid for the better half of 4 years now, but he's been with the VA for 17. And they told him to go to report to work. And he's like, well, where? I don't have an office.
Yeah.
You know, so
That's
then
the-
he's like,
stuff's been
where the hell do I
happening,
go? So they canned him, you know. And I feel like it's not fair, but, you know, it's...
Yeah. We don't know all the details, but we
Nope.
can share what we do know. And
It is pretty crazy that they would,
Yeah.
you know, have a position, you know, an employee without anywhere to report to work or
Right.
anything like that. But
Yeah.
guess what? That's the way the world was at that time, right?
Yeah.
Where majority
And-
of them were going work from home kind of thing.
yeah, I guess the changes that have happened over the past couple of decades, at least 3-4 decades, where they increased the federal government, especially like DOD, all that went way up because of what do we have? 2 almost back-to-back wars, right?
Right.
And they had to do so much more work, and it just went up and up. And they kept increasing the number of employees, and then they never cut them back down. They never made them temporary because they didn't know how
Yeah.
long this war
Right.
was going to the wars were going to last. And then we have with VA all these people from Vietnam needing care. And I mean, that's just my take on it. Like we did hire, if you look up the statistics, it's a lot of increase in federal workers.
Yeah.
So I mean, I get what they're doing.
It's always
Doesn't-
kind of like that after
you
these
know.
big things, especially just
Yeah.
like you said, after
But
Desert
it's-
Storm, same thing.
yeah,
Iraq,
it's-
Afghanistan.
We don't like to see what's happening to people, but you know,
Yeah.
we're not trying to give political opinions professionally by any means either. So we've had some people that get a little riled up about the politics stuff and come in here.
Yep. Leave
And
it out.
we're not gonna get engaged in that.
Nope, nobody cares.
Yeah.
So we got work to do, and hopefully we can all be respectful about that stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's it. We're here for a job, and that's it.
yeah,
No discussions.
yeah. Please,
Unless it's about your health.
Right.
Yeah.
We want to
We'll
hear
definitely
you.
take care of you.
your stuff, not all the other.
Or if you got some good jokes, we're fine with that too.
Yeah, we'll go for that.
But yeah, so yeah, I don't know where to go from there. That was a pretty deep.
I don't know. I'm trying to think like anything new that's come out. I know this morning I got online a little bit to kind of see what's going on, if there was any new press releases or anything like that.
Yeah,
Nothing's really been released, so there hasn't nothing scary or anything like that. So
Yeah, no, everything else is just pretty much just business as usual is what they got
Yeah.
going out there now. We did talk about, and I got the web link. We'll put it out there on the Facebook later today. But the My Healthy Vet being officially closed down as of March 4th, and having everybody go through ID.me to sign in and then access My Healthy Vet. So that's something that's out there. And then, and trust me, if you guys are having a difficult time navigating ID.me, come on in. You know, we'll do our best to work with you to get that squared away for you, or your account or whatnot. I will say that it is a heck of a process.
yeah, it's
If
fun.
you've had one and it either got locked or not necessarily deleted, but like
You can't retrieve it.
it's been dormant or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
to get that thing back up and activated, and then get your password and get your 2-step identification and IDU and all this other craziness, man, it took me, 3 weeks to a month, I think it was.
Get through it.
Because they only do it by email.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no phone number, and I'm not that kind of person that likes to do things through email. I'll call and
Yeah.
figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Have somebody on the other end to talk and work through it.
Yeah.
But there was no that. You only get like 5 options, and you have to pick the right option that correlates with the one
Yeah.
that relates to your situation. And if not, what they'll do is, it takes them about 48 to 72 hours to respond back to you
Yeah.
through an email. And if you
Yeah.
get the wrong one, they'll be like, we can't see your account on this one. Try to go to this other option
Yeah.
or whatever. And so you have to restart the process through that darn one. It becomes frustrating as heck. I tell you
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And it's sad, I get that the world is coming to where everything is primarily going digital. You know, it is the dream. Everybody wants to go paperless, and it's easier access to the information and quicker to, you know, build your own platform and relate to you specifically. But Antrim County is not necessarily built that way.
No.
We have got veterans in this county that do not have cell phones, that do not have emails
or internet even.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
big time.
You know,
We're rural.
But Big Brother doesn't necessarily see that. You know, they have their agenda, which, for better or worse, you know, it's just the way the world's going. It's digital. And it's hard. It's hard trying to be that middle point to where you're still trying to help the vets that don't necessarily are not going that way.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a different time period, different era, different mindset.
Right.
Heck, even to like our, you know, generation where we're kind of a mix.
Yeah, because
You
we
know.
didn't grow up with it, but
Yeah.
we kind of did.
Yeah.
We've
Little
grown
bit.
into it and through it kind of, and we're half and halves.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think I remember you telling us a story the other day where you were just playing with cups and rocks, right?
Oh, yeah.
Kick,
No, you get me.
kick the can.
We did
And
have
that-
a party line when I was a kid, though.
A party
Right.
line.
Party
Oh, yeah,
line where I
that's-
lived. Just, I've heard that some people have more recently, even up in this area. It seems like somebody
Wow,
not that long ago got rid of it.
that's crazy.
I don't remember.
You talking
who
about like the
said it.
physical lines where you just
Yeah.
everybody gets on the same?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I get you.
That, I was a kid when they got rid of that there, but yeah, that was way, way out in the middle of nowhere too. But
Yeah.
you know, that was kind of unusual even then. I thought.
It is. It's kind of crazy where you could have just been picked up the phone and been hearing somebody else's conversation. Not,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
oops.
Like,
gotta
my
hang
bad. I feel bad.
Gotta hang up. But that
Yeah.
was back in the day. They would do that though. They
Uh-huh.
hang up and give you the privacy. God forbid you would do that today. You know what I mean? You know it probably
We-
wouldn't
we
happen.
would
They'd
listen.
Listening.
We
in.
were little kids, you know, we were kids and we thought it was funny listening to the old ladies gossip. That's what it was.
trading sourdough
Who's
recipes.
listening? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, they go into, you know, the difference in technologies and stuff like that. And
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, and
When
that
somebody's phone's going off now.
the ID me thing. We've done a couple of them this month so far for some people. If people don't know anything about idme.com, it is a website that the VA uses now to log in. And I think there's another option too, right? The government login, if you have a government CAC or something
Possibly,
like that. Or PIV.
I don't even know. I don't
But
know, to be honest.
The main point, if you want to get into your VA records or your VA prescriptions or anything like that, or just schedule an appointment for health at va.gov, to be able to log in, you have to have an ID me. And once you have the ID me set up, it's easy peasy. I mean, it's to use it to log in and everything,
and navigate it and stuff. Oh yeah,
super easy. And the great thing too is once you signed up for that, like VetTix or all these other Samsung.
I still
AT&T.
haven't done any of that.
Yeah, Verizon, same thing. You get 10% or 10% off your bill.
Well, yeah, even if they just know, they're pretty good about that. They just ask you usually when you sign up. You probably have that.
Because I think we set it up whenever we did sign up. Because I go through Verizon as well, but
Yeah, I just did it like right there.
but they also offer the first responders.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I think it's one or the other, and I think that's probably
think
what
it's
we
the
got
same.
signed up underneath.
Yeah, it's like the same discount for all.
But those
that stuff.
VetTix, they've been having some really cool tickets, especially here in Michigan. There's quite a few of them.
There's stuff. So
Matt Rife.
there's so much.
The comedian, Matt Rife.
I don't really.
He's like this super good-looking dude, and he's one of those guys that works the crowd as his, his act. Like he banters back and forth, whatever. A lot of girls love him. They're all obsessed with him.
Oh.
But his tickets are, I'm not gonna lie, they're expensive. They're for cheap tickets, you're looking at $150.
Oh man.
Oh,
But
wow.
VetTix, they're like $25. So yeah, it's worth going on there and taking
I'm
a
gonna
look.
have to check it out because, like I said, I
Yeah.
haven't done that. Sorry, I hit the table with one knee, and then I went to correct it and hit it with the other knee.
It's like
My water
and
bottle
stuff
started
like that.
going back and forth.
That's too funny.
Yeah. We have someone standing at the door.
Oh.
We've got the signs up.
Well, there it is.
But that don't matter. Hold on. We'll be back after this
Yep.
short break for a Cheerio.
And we're back. Sorry about that.
We got our Cheerios, though.
What?
What's that about?
I don't know.
And Cheerios. You don't like Cheerios?
Yeah, they're all right.
I like the bigger Cheerios, you know.
Like a couple cups of sugar.
The
in
donuts.
I like the donuts.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
So, yeah. It was a pleasant surprise. We had a vet that we ain't seen in a while from Friends of Veterans. Actually, they're out here with a bunch of coats that they're going to be is set out here in front of the office, free for any veterans who want them.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
And community members too. Anybody.
Okay, I'm sorry.
They just wanted to make sure that the veterans knew that they may also
partake and
Yeah.
stuff.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I guess I
No,
walked in
that's
halfway
okay.
on that, so I'm
Yeah,
glad you clarified that.
Because they came in last week, I think, when you weren't here and talked to us about
Yep.
it.
Okay.
Otherwise, we wouldn't have known.
But man, what a conversation we just had.
Yeah,
You
we
know,
just
it's kind of funny how that
learned.
works out, huh?
Yeah.
We
should have
learned stuff.
recorded it, but they're going to come talk. Hopefully.
Yeah, they're gonna come back. So not to steal their thunder, but I tell you what, the amount of services that he's just received from the VA, healthcare in specific,
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
it's pretty awesome.
And the quality of the care and the people that work at. They were talking about Gaylord and Traverse City clinics, which we've heard good things also from others, but his story was pretty good.
Pretty gangster.
Like,
Yeah.
we didn't even know about some of the stuff.
But we won't go too far
Yeah,
into that. We'll
we'll
let
let 'em
him actually share it, because I tell you what, hearing it from another person, you know, who's taking it, receiving those benefits and services and stuff. I mean, and the impact that it's had on his life. I think that was pretty darn awesome to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice hearing positive, you know.
Right.
And, you know, most of the time, that's what we do here is mostly positive stuff. And every once in a while, you're going to get some negative experience, but
Yeah.
VA's, it's getting better every day. So
It is.
Yeah.
And, we keep hearing better things, like more things that we don't know about, because there's so much that people deal with. I mean, mental health care. I feel like that story, too, that was an actual life-saving instance that he talked about when he went, and it was end of day, but the doctor at the VA still saw him, and, like, I'll let him share the rest, but that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
he might not be here if they hadn't been there, so.
it's true.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. Big shout out to Gaylord and Traverse City's C-Box. Those guys work hard, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Especially to help our community.
Yeah.
But, well.
We'll put some more on the website about that, too, and the Facebook page.
Yeah, for sure. So, and then another shout out real fast. We got to go eat at a place called Forks there in Elmira.
Oh, yeah.
And good food.
Very good.
Good barbecue.
We're thinking about possibly setting up a veteran event there, or even if it was just like a dinner that we all can be at and commingle and enjoy each other's company and some good food and some good conversation and definitely some bullshit, because that's what we do.
Oh, yeah.
But they offer, what was it? It was 15% veteran discount there.
Right.
Is what he said.
That's something you don't see very often with restaurants anymore.
Right.
At all, anywhere.
Or even at that much,
Right.
My goodness.
Rico's.
Yeah, that was high. Like, usually it's 10.
I don't even think Rico's gives that much of a discount, to be honest with you. And Rico's is like
do they do that?
Yeah,
Over in Traverse City?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Other
that
side
one.
of Traverse City, like...
They love their vets over there. I think the guy that owns the place is a veteran himself. I'm not 100% sure,
Okay.
so don't take my word on that, because I'm probably wrong. But
yeah, they do like a Veterans Day lunch, too, usually, where it's free, I think.
Okay.
So over at Rico's way over there, but...
yeah, 15% is a lot.
Yeah, and the owners are really nice.
Yeah, man, he was
Very
right
cool.
on top of it. And he was the one that was actually waiting on us, you know. And then his wife, Kyle. It was Chad, right? Chad and Kyle.
Yep, Chad and Kyle.
Yep.
And man,
Really nice people.
yeah, they really jumped up to the task. Kind of crazy how busy she, you know. The place is somewhat new, and she's already booking out for like catering events and stuff like that over a year or something like that.
Yeah, she said she's already booking out a year for some stuff.
That's crazy.
For wedding
though.
events.
But that's pretty awesome for him. You know, that's great.
Yeah, it's really good to see people doing well around here. That, you know, because that whole corner we were talking about in Elmira used to be kind of run down.
Yeah.
And now it's all getting
built
changed
back up again.
Yeah, it looks really nice. People are starting businesses and
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We you know, especially as spring is starting to come around and everything like that, we here in the office we're gearing up for a pretty busy outreach and community event kind of schedule coming up and stuff like that. We've already began getting out into the community and getting our faces throughout the entire county in different areas. So I can't wait. To see and getting throughout the entire county, not just the main cities, but like Elmira is a far-reaching
it's like
part of the county.
Northwest corner.
You know?
Yeah.
The only part of Elmira is actually in Antrim as well. East Jordan. You know, like we were talking about.
Yeah.
You know, there's places in the county that, you know, this office or VA in specific hasn't really been to. You know, so like the touch, the information, you know, how is it getting out there? Is it actually, you know,
right? And
can we do something by getting out there and talking to the community and getting our faces out and about with the crowd and stuff, you know?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking about it. We actually border, we touch 5 other counties, like across the lines. That there are some towns where they're right on the edge, and you know, and we also have a water border, so that's kind of a lot. You
Are
know?
we protected by water? Do we have water to protect us?
I don't know. Does it protect us?
Water power.
Squirt guns?
Yeah.
Remember the old super soakers?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Wish I could get mine back, you know.
We used to have the backpack.
Bring it in here.
Yeah.
That's the kids in the face.
I never did. Yeah.
You know, it was a hand-me-down, though.
Yeah. Well,
you know,
it's fun.
pump the crap out of them until the pressure breaks the seal on it. And
Right.
You can't use it anymore. Done that before, too.
Man, good times. Remember talking about, you know, back when we were kids and stuff and growing up.
Yeah.
I miss it. I want to be a kid again so bad.
We used to play laser tag a lot, too.
Oh,
in
gosh,
the dark,
yeah.
Outside.
Yeah.
People fall down. Like, what did they trip over?
Flashlight tag.
Yes. We used to call it Ghost in the Darkness. Is what we used to. Yeah.
We used to play it up at Greenwood Cemetery in Emmett County.
We used to play in the
cemetery. Up on the hill.
Cemetery tag.
Until the cops would, catch us and stuff. And then finally they stopped caring because they realized we weren't doing anything wrong. We weren't like messing with the graves. We were just using the woods around there and having fun.
Maybe that's something I should do this summer is just randomly take the kids out to a cemetery with the lights and then just
there you
go play.
You know what's another fun one too is CB tag. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that.
Nope.
Is this a Navy thing?
No, it's where
were you playing this as a grown man?
We played this.
What were you guys doing?
We played this when we were kids. It was cheap entertainment, but everybody had CB in their vehicle growing up. I don't know.
Oh, like a CB radio?
Yeah, CB radio. Citizens Band radio. Yeah. And what we would do is, you draw straws or whoever's has got to go out and hide somewhere, but you have to have some kind of boundary, whether it's like the east side of the tracks or the west side of the tracks, but you can't leave town. And then once he's hidden, then you turn around and you start asking questions over the CB, like, what are you looking at right now? I'm staring at a tree next to this or whatever. You don't want to give him too much detail, but then you got to sit there and formulate in your head, where is this person in Petoskey, And then we would just start, driving around, and you eventually find them and stuff, but it'd be like hours. where you're at, and you're just sitting there waiting for everybody. You see them
That's
pass,
funny.
and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm hiding right in front of you. You wouldn't even know, but it was like playing hide and seek, but with cars. It was fun.
That's fun.
Cops loved it because we, weren't doing anything wrong. We were
That's
just
funny.
out burning gas. That was it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Be innocent again. I love that.
Yeah, we used to play capture the flag, my cousins and I, and my sister, brother. One team had the back of a house, the other team had the front of the house, like usually my aunts and uncles.
That's cool.
And the flag got put somewhere, and it was in the dark, of course, too. So that was always fun. Yep, those things like that. And nobody had a cell phone, so it's not like you can track where they're at.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody knows you're around the corner.
I miss the days before cell phones, to be
Yeah,
totally honest with
I
you.
do too.
You had to guess where your friends were, and most of the time your guess was pretty right. Like, oh, yeah, I knew that's where he usually hangs out.
And if people waited by the phone, you knew they were nuts. So
Right.
you weren't going to hang out with.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
Nobody did that. Yeah,
Or
that's funny.
beepers. Remember
Oh,
beepers?
Oh,
yeah.
gosh, yeah.
I used to have one of those
I
too.
never had one, but
Yep.
yep, it's funny.
No, I definitely did before, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Sorry for the interruption between, but it was a good conversation. And
Yeah.
you guys keep your heads up, and can't wait to see you around sometime.
Yeah.
yeah.
Come on, summer.
We're going to have some fun stuff, hopefully, going on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The shoot and all that stuff.
Yeah, we got 2 different shoots now.
Yeah, that's going to be fun. Yeah, stay tuned for Alva Sportsman's Club. We'll have some fun things coming up here pretty soon. So,
Yeah.
What?
Right.
all right, guys, have a wonderful weekend, Antrim County.